Today I've got a project I'm doing that I'm not even sure is going to work. It's going to be a case of me working through it and you watch while I either make it work or it's a disaster. I've got these baggy trousers, these loose things to wear with trainers, but I want pockets on the back, but big heart pockets. And I had this idea in my head that I could make these big heart pockets from what was left over at the hem. However, now I've tried them, what seemed like yards of material left over is a small amount. So it could end up being a disaster, but sink or swim, I'm going to have a go. This video could be scrapped. No, whether it works or not, I'll be posting it. Let's go. So we trim off the surplus fabric and unpick the hem. So this is the amount of material I've got from each hem. And I got the idea of joining them together to make a bigger piece of fabric so that I can put a heart, make a heart. However, you'll see that pocket is still going to be very small because I need to do the pocket double-sided really to it look professional. So this is what I'm working on for size for the heart. So it's not very big and you've got to have seam allowances. So I've got another idea. So my next idea is give me more fabric is to add some lace. And if I do a double layer of this, that is then it's going to give me more fabric. We'll stitch them all together then. Nice big piece of fabric there to put my heart on. So let's go with making this into a piece of fabric. First thing I'm going to do is neaten these edges with a little zigzag stitch before we connect them. The edge is neatened. I just need to pin and sew the layers of lace and the other layer of fabric. I've sewn these together now, so that's a continuous piece of fabric. And it's pinned in half. Each half will be a double heart for each pocket. Right, so I've made a crease across this heart template so that I can use that guide to position the heart in the same place on each bit of the trim, so that the trim will be in the same place obviously on each pocket. Just going to draw around the template now and cut the pieces out. And on to assembling the pockets. Lay them down right sides together and pin them and leave a small opening just there, just for turning it right side out after you've stitched it. We've got these pinned together now. And onto the stitching now. And I'm just leaving a very small seam allowance of 0.5 centimetres. I just need to just do some little snips now, just on any indented areas and curves, and making sure we don't cut through the stitching. They will just, if you do all these little snips, they will help the finished product to lie flat right side out, because these little flaps that you're creating with the snips will lie sliding over one another instead of creasing up and making a bulky edge. And on this point at the bottom, you need to just snip that point off once you're happy with the stitching, so that when you fold it, when you turn it right side out, again, this will make it easier to sit inside without being bulky. Time to turn it right side out now. What I need to do now is iron this, press it out, so push all these any little areas that are not quite out, and press it nice and flat before pinning it onto your trousers. Right, I've got these pinned in place. I'm not sure about them. I've got the position right, but until I've actually got them sewn on, I won't be sure whether I really like them. Sewing next. Just attaching the heart pockets now. Okay, I've finished them. And I would say it's partly a win, partly a fail. If you remember at the beginning, I said I didn't know if I would pass or fail with these, that they might work, it might not. They're a win because I did manage to make pockets from the remnants of the hem of the trousers, but they're a fail because I don't like them. I know, it's one of those. It's best if I show you. Hopefully you can see one of the pockets just there, and I'll just take these off and I'll show you properly what they look like. This is the finished pocket, and you see I've positioned them on an angle because I think that's a more flattering shape. I think the problem is that I'm out of my comfort zone with these. They're not something I would normally wear. Who knows, I may get used to them and really like them. If not, I'll probably wear them around the house. See you again. Change something up, but change it to suit you. Doesn't matter what anybody else likes, it's what you like, what makes you feel good. See you soon. Bye.